Hi everyone, welcome to your week 3 video of Etude in A minor. We've had a look at our starting position, our A position, and the stepping up and stepping down and stepping up and stepping down skip. We've had a look at our C major position, stepping up and stepping down and stepping up. We're just going to fill in some gaps today with this one. Congratulations to those people who've given parts hands together a go. Whoa, if you haven't yet, it is completely fine. This one's kind of challenging and that's okay. So what I suggest with this one is do one hand at a time along with the recording at a speed that works for you. So not too fast. That way, the more we do it, we're letting our brain learn and our fingers and our eyes learn. And when we try to put it together later on, we've given it a really good head start. Okay, so let me share the screen and we'll just quickly do some super fast revision. We've got our A minor, stepping up and stepping down and stepping up and stepping down. Uh-oh, I went too far. Skip. For my friends that learn in solfege instead of note names, la, ti, do, re, mi, re, do, ti, la, ti, do, re, mi, re, do, skip down to la, okay? So in our la position or our A position. And we do that 3 times in this piece. So that's a good chunk of the piece in our A minor la position, okay? Then last week we looked, so today's a right hand recap more than anything. We looked at our C position or our do position for my solfege friends. Up, down and up. C, D, E, F, G. We're just stepping up and down and then we step up and we have a lovely staccato bounce on our G. So do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, so. Nice jump, okay? So let's look at what we've got left. These are super fun. What I've been saying in lessons for this one is point, step up, because we've got our pointer finger already on B or on T if you learn in solfege. And then we're just going to step up. So we don't need to move out of our A position, our la position. And we do that 3 times as well. Now the first time is a bit fancy. We've got a nice C, A, skipping down to A, do, la. But for the other times, just a nice long A, a nice long la. You can hear some funny noises. My cat is standing on my foot and playing under the computer desk. I think he really likes this piece. So with the purple section, we're already in our A position, our la position. We've got our second finger on B, on T, and we're just going to step up. Do, do, C, skip. Or for the other two, do, A, or do, la, if you learn in solfege. Okay, so let's quickly look at that before we do our last pattern, which is also a B or a T, but we're going to move our hand position for it. So let's switch over to the piano. I'm looking at bar 3 where I coloured in those purple patterns. Oh, now the cat's under the piano chair. I think he knows where I'm going today. What do you think? Okay. So we're in our A position, our la position. Thank you, Piggy Helper. And we've just done our up and down skip. Okay, I did that a bit fast. I really should have slowed that down. It's only allegretto, so lively. Now for the purple pattern, I've got my second finger on B or T, and I'm going to step up. Okay, so I'm pointing at the T or the B because I'm using my pointer finger. So point, point, C, skip. Point, do, la. So that's the first line. Now the second and the third line, even easier. The first one's fancy, the The second and the third are step, step. Oh, that's nice. Step, step, Okay, so please pause the video if you haven't already done this bit and have some fun with those patterns. And then we're coming to, so we did this one last week, C, D, E, F, G, F, B, C, D, E, F, G, or do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol. Then let's put that in, that's our C position. My writing with the mouse hasn't got any better since you last saw me. And the blue pattern is in an A position or a La position. The C position is our Do position. And then for this bit here, oh, I might make this one orange today. We're doing the same movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice staccato at the end. Boop, boop, boop. But we've moved our hand down one step into our B position, or for my solfege friends, our T position. Okay, so that's super fun to play. So what I'm going to do in the video now is go back to bar 9, do the C position, then I've got to pick up my hand and drop it into the B position. So let's just do that quickly. Okay, so here's my Do position, my C position. Now, once I play that, I need to quite quickly pick up my hand and drop it onto the B or the T, and then step up and down again. Okay, notice I want a nice staccato, a nice bounce on the last note. So let's do that in real time, but I'm going to slow down, otherwise I'm going to have to write myself a speeding ticket. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stepping up and stepping down and stepping up. Stepping up and stepping down and stepping up. And then this brings us to the last line where we're back in our A position, our La position. We're going from our C, Do position, our B, T position, our A, La position. Okay, we get to move our hand around, which is super fun. Okie dokie. For fast finishes, because I know I've got a lot of fast finishes. I sure do. We've got our A broken chord, which we did last week. There's quite a lot. Now I'm going to make this yellow. It's also our A broken chord, but just be aware that the notes are in a different order, and we really do want to be aware of that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and here's a bit more about A position. Okay. Last week, C broken chord. I'm running out of colors, guys. What am I going to do? Oh, gracious. I'm going to steal my pink from when I did the skip. Okay, that's our C broken chord. Okay, so today let's do this cool chord and this cool chord. And you guessed it, this one's the same. So this one sounds super duper fun. Have I used red yet? Let's use red to actually highlight this one. We've got G sharp, E, D, E. Those E and D are quite close. So for my solfege students, so sharp, mi, re, mi. And we just do that one time. What I really need to do is keep colouring these guys in yellow because they're part of our A minor, our La chord, the notes. So we need to be aware of that in our heads, just quietly. Okay, let's flip over to our G sharp, E, D, C, so sharp, mi, re, mi. And let's play that, because then all that's left is this groovy broken chord. OMG, then we're done, separate hands. Okay. So remember, we're in treble clef for both hands, so they're quite high. So here's my unicorn friend showing me, oh, my unicorn's hair fell off. Uh-oh. Oh, gracious. Disaster, isn't it? There we go. Thank you, unicorn friend. There's our middle C, our middle do. We've been doing our broken chord. A, B, C, mi, la, mi, do, mi, bottom, top, middle, top. I did it a few times just to demonstrate. We only do it 2 times before we change to our G sharp. So G sharp is our middle. My unicorn's having some trouble today. Maybe if you sit, there we go. Our middle group of 3 for our G sharp, our so sharp. Okay, and I'm going to use my pinky. G sharp. They're next door neighbours, the top 2 notes. So we're going to switch between our bottom, top, middle, top, bottom, top, middle, top, G sharp. Confident with your, okay. If I was going to put erasers on all the notes, because I really love my erasers, my 2 unicorns here would be hanging out together, and then my last unicorn is quite a distance away on the middle group of 3. And one fun thing to do in this piece is actually squash the chords. So to squash this one, I'm going to squash. So if I was going to squash the first line, I'd go yellow pattern, yellow pattern, yellow pattern. Okay. So this week's video is a bit long, so I apologize. Pause and stop as often as you want. I know it's a long one. Hang in there. I'm super proud of you, because we've only got 1 pattern left. I know. Theo said, morale. Hurry up, Miss Beck. Far out, Brussels sprout. Okay, last pattern. It's on the 3rd line, just where our right hand's done that B position. I don't know what I'm going to do for colours. What have I got left? I've got left, it's like a rainbow song. I need more colours in my life. Okay. Let's share the screen and look at this last pattern. I don't even know what color to choose. I'm going to do orange as well. I know, I'm sorry, it's not as cool. I need more colors. We've got D, G sharp, F, G sharp. That's an interesting sounding one. And because it's interesting, I'm going to give it 2 colors. D, G sharp, F, G sharp. Okay, or for my solfege students, re, so sharp, fa, so sharp, re, so sharp, fa, so sharp. And the interesting thing is the gap, the distance between the so sharp, the G sharp, and the fa, the F. It's quite cool, and it sounds a little creepy. There's a bit of a creepy element to this piece. Yay, love creepy. So let's quickly have a look at the last pattern, because then you have both hands separate done. Oh, I left all my unicorns and piggy behind. Hang on a sec. Okay, so I've got D or re. I've got so sharp or G sharp. And I've got fa or F. So I'm using the 3rd of my group of 3. And you'll notice it's not the same as the last So Sharp, which was down here where my pink unicorn is falling off. This is a high one. So if I was squashing this chord, woo, a lovely diminished chord. But how about I get the finger numbers right? I want my fourth finger on D, right? I want my thumb on So Sharp, G sharp, and my second finger on bar, F. So if your chord sounds spooky, you've got it right. Because we're going to go. Oh, I like it. And when I put that together with the B position pattern, it sounds super interesting. Okay, thank you for hanging in there with me. I really appreciate it. You're doing such great work on this piece. Have fun with my rainbow. So many colors. I need more colors to highlight with. Work this week. Please send me your videos into Nara. If you are super duper fast finishers and you have put parts of this together, please send me a video. If you're trying to put it together and it's tricky, remember we really do want to practice this with the recording, one hand at a time, slowly, and build up our confidence, because there's a lot of elements in this one. And I think you're doing an amazing job. So does Theo the cat, who's currently eating my feet. Okay, have a fantastic week. I can't wait to see your amazing work. Great job, everyone.